everybody, to the South Hockey Network, live on YouTube, live from Glenview Community Ice Center. It is time for another Glenbrook South Varsity 1 game as the Titans here at home get ready for meeting number 3 of the SHL season with the St. Viator Lions. This is the Wintrust South Hockey Network. Big thank you to Glenview Bank and Trust for being our presenting sponsor all season long, making these broadcasts possible. Dylan Ward here in the broadcast booth with you, Gerard Boris, our technical engineer, and Brad Cesario, your scoreboard operator. And, well, you got to know our good friend David Ventura quite a bit over the last couple weeks, maybe even month, but he is no longer going to be part of this broadcast. As you heard the end of our game a week ago today, he's going back to school. So David, good luck the rest of the way here in this spring semester at University of Miami, Ohio. And if you are listening, big shout out to you and thank you for joining me here in this broadcast. But for the fans at home, you might know that my dad, John Ward, comes in and fills in for the remainder of the season after David leaves. Well, I'm solo tonight, but my dad will be with me in the booth here in no time. As for the Titans, well, they're on a pretty good run here in 2025. They have not dropped a game in regulation since the post-winter break schedule resumed. An 8-4 win versus Fenwick, a 4-1 win versus York, and then 2 overtime losses, 4-3 in both of those, Lake Forest and St. Ignatius respectively, but then they beat Carmel Catholic 6-2. So the Titans have collected 8 of a possible 5 games, and well, even though their record technically 3-2, you can look at that as 4-1. As for the St. Viator Lions, boy, are they red hot here in SHL play, a record of 18-6-1 on the season as they sit tied in points for first place in the Scholastic Hockey League. They have won 6 of their last 8 games, including wins over Carmel Catholic, Fenwick, Glenbrook North, St. Ignatius, Glenbrook South, Stevenson, and New Trier Green. Their only loss in that span of their last 8 games was 3-2 against Loyola Gold, who also sits tied in first place in the SHL. Your goaltending matchup here tonight, you see Brock Harrer occupying the crease here to our right for the St. Viator Lions. He's been their main man all season long. Brock Harrer, a .235 goals allowed average and a .925 save percentage. Have 1 shutout to his credit here in the SHL season. On the other side, not a big surprise. It'll be Thomas Preston, who's played in all SHL games for the Titans this season, a .258 goals allowed average and a .905 save percentage to his name as well. Jim Philbin starts the second line of Surma, Sokol, and Cesario left to right. Will Fagan and Ryan Mulvey, your defenders for the opening face-off. As the puck falls, we are underway from Glenview Ice Center. As we've got a big night in the SHL, this game going on, of course, between St. Viator, who's number 3 in the state as it stands now on My Hockey Rankings. Glenbrook South, who's number 6 in the state. Just down the road in Northbrook at Northbrook Sports Center, Glenbrook North hosting New Trier Green. That is a matchup of the 1 versus 2 seeds, or not seeds, but ranking in the state of Illinois. So that one's on SHL Network. We'll be scoreboard watching that one all night long. All right, Titans wearing the blue and gold, going from left to right. St. Viator wearing white, going from right to left here in this first period. Cesario looking to backhand that one past Sibitroff, but it gets taken back by the Lions. They'll send it down. Will Fagan chases it. No icing as it took a deflection. Sibitroff threw it in front. Nobody there except for the Titans senior Benji Pajurski. Pajurski over the line, has some space, finds Stevens left side, takes a shot. That got tipped high and missed the cage. Now Pajurski puts on the brakes, top of the right circle, goes across Weller. He shoots. Good glove save made by Harrer. It's not often you see a goaltender with a letter on his chest, but Brock Harrer, part of this varsity St. Viator team for now 3 seasons, as he is in his senior year. He was an SHL All-Star this year, one of 3 goaltenders, along with Wyatt Schmidt of New Trier Green and Michael Raderman of Glenbrook North. Here's Weller with a shot. That one turned aside by Harrer. Pajurski centered this one. Przwara but now taken away by the Lions. Here comes Pepe LeBoy dumping this one in. Rings around the boards and goes to Weller, who's out there with Luke Fagan. Aiden Weller at the end of a long shift here. The forwards change up. And Dylan Lytell cycles back into his own zone, finds Aiden Weller. Weller had an opportunity to change, but he'll stay out there. It's been part of the struggle for Jim Philbin this season with the long-term injury to Asher Vanderploeg, shuffling between 5 defensemen for really the whole season. That equates to some of those longer shifts as now McPherson comes out there with Luke Fagan. Here's Lee into the zone. Here's a shot blocked by Fagan. Rebound taken by Zach Boris. And the Titans come the other way. Boris just couldn't hang on to that one. Joe Hoffer, the rookie on music tonight, with a little stray music going during live play. As Gavin McPherson is not available for this one. Gavin, shout out to you if you're watching from wherever you are. There's your son, Cole McPherson, pinning a man up against the boards below the goal line, but St. Viator comes away with it. Ethan Lee, down to the left side circle, it's Bear. Got it down to the near side corner, DePinto. Both teams fighting for possession. Eventually, Evan Bonnell will take it. Try to backhand it over to Lytell, but he could not. Now below the goal line, it's McPherson. McPherson off the near boards and out. It goes all the way down and will be an icing against the Titans. 13:46 to go in the first. Good flow to this one. I believe that was our first whistle of the hockey game. St. Viator with the overall record of 27-15-2. As I mentioned, 3rd ranked team in the state of Illinois as of today's Wednesday My Hockey Rankings update. Actually, not a lot of movement in the top 8 of the state between this week and last week. Glenbrook South, a record of 30-10-10. Currently sit as the 6th best team in the state of Illinois. Now taken away by Surma, but he couldn't hang on to it. Regained by the Lions. Here's Ryan Loftus, who scored 4 goals last week in a handful of games for the St. Viator Lions. The Lions have quite the busy week here in SHL play. Today starts 4 games in 5 days for them, as the Titans only have 5 games remaining in their SHL regular season schedule coming into tonight. Here's a shot from the right side, handled by Preston. His first look at a shot on goal. He saves it. It goes down to the far side corner for Will Fagan. Now coming away, Loftus goes between his legs, at least faked it. Now here's O'Neill with a shot. That one stopped and held on to by Preston. 0-0 score, just getting started here at Glenview Ice Center. Dylan Ward, happy to have you aboard here for this one, as the Lions and Titans look to settle the season series. Back on October 20th, Glenbrook South won 3-2 on the road at Mount Prospect Ice Arena against these Lions. If you remember, that was a come-from-behind victory where the Titans trailed 2-1 entering the 3rd period. And eventually Benji Pajurski with the game-winning goal in the final minute. Here's the man in question, Pajurski, bounces on net, held on to by Harrer. In the 2nd meeting, that was the Titans' last game before winter break on December the 18th, right here at Glenview Ice Center. That won the way of the St. Viator Lions by a final score of 6-3. The Titans had a 1-0 lead in that one. Actually a 2-1 lead as well before a 4-goal explosion by the Lions in the 2nd period, and they never looked back. Here comes Cibitroth, sticked away by Weller, but held on to. Now Weller gets it back off a turnover. Aiden Weller leading the charge. He'll come over the line, left wing side. Sauce over to Hoffer. He fires. That one just missed. Now rebound. Pajurski scores! As that shot by Hoffer missed the net, bounced off the end boards, and right there was Benji. And the Titans lead 1-0 here with 12:13 to go in the 1st period. As we'll see exactly how this one went in. Pajurski's shot wasn't clean on net, but bounced off the pads of Harrer, it appears. And we'll take a look at this one behind the net. Good rush up ice by the Titans. Benji Pajurski gets the goal, assisted by Hoffer and Weller, and the Titans up 1-0 As I mentioned, and Benji Pajurski with that goal. It's his 30th goal of his career. And now 90 points as he's got 60 assists to go along with those. 4-2 the shots on goal for Glenbrook South here in the opening period. Still just getting started here in Glenview as the Titans will ice this one down fresh off a neutral zone faceoff, and that'll bring the puck all the way back to the Titans' defensive end here with 11:55 to go in the first period. Back underway, Titans control, or Lions control, I should say. Schleet gets it up high. Here's a shot, or actually just a dump. Rings around the boards, comes to the near side. Luke Fagan able to grab possession. He'll get it out to the neutral zone. Weiss looking for that connection. Couldn't find it as Jonah Weiss scored maybe the prettiest goal for the Titans so far this season. Actually, Evan Bonnell probably has that spot locked up with that goal in Jamestown, but Jonah Weiss with the beautiful deflection on a shot from Jack Higgins last game a week ago today is what I'm talking about. If you haven't seen that against Carmel Catholic, go check it out. It's the first goal of the game as well. Now Koenig back out to neutral ice. Here's Isaiah Barbie, pressured by McPherson, knocks him off the puck. Now Adam Sokol comes the other way, finds Surma as he comes over the line. Frank Surma with a shot. Getting a piece of Hare's glove, but deflects down to the near side corner. Now Papiel out to Bear. Bear will dump it in. Comes to the far side. Giovanni DePinto. Now Bear. Below the line, McPherson guarding him. Adam Sokol comes away with the puck for Glenbrook South. 3-year varsity veteran Adam Sokol goes out to Cesario in neutral ice. Cesario to Mulvey, tipping this one ahead of a couple defenders. Couldn't hang on to it. But now the loose one regained by the Titans. Here's Mulvey with a shot into the glove and held on to of Brock Harrer. And we get a whistle. So Blake Hoffer, who got an assist on that opening goal, extends a point streak to 7 consecutive games as he had the hat trick last game against Carmel Catholic, 3 assists against the St. Ignatius Wolfpack. So he's trying to make it 3 games in a row with 3+ points. That would be quite impressive. We'll see how the rest of tonight's proceedings roll along. Benji Pajurski also staying hot. That was his 10th point here in his last 6 games. As the Lions try and clear it out, Fagan keeps it alive, finds Pajurski, gets it over to Stevens in his skates, and that allows the St. Viator Lions to come the other direction. Here comes O'Neill, down the right wing side, centered it, looking for Loftus, couldn't find him. Ryan Loftus, the team leader in points on this Viator team, number 14, watch out for him. 17 goals, 30 points on the season, including 7 points on the power play, 3 goals, 4 assists. Now Blake Hoffer runs into a man, centers it with the backhand, but that never found anyone cleanly. Now Pajurski, who's got the goal here tonight, slides it over to the near side, Mulvey with a shot. That one blockered away by Harrer. Good idea by Mulvey to shoot, as it looked like Harrer was being screened, but able to come away with the save on that one. Now Aiden O'Neill centers it, Przwara, bounces up high. Hogan tries to keep it in the zone, but Cesario will regain the puck for the Titans, and this one is offsides. Glenbrook South dominating 8-2 your shots on goal. 1-0 is the score of the game. Talk about a guy like Blake Hoffer. He's also trying to climb up there in points. He's got 37 coming into tonight, now with that assist, 38. As he currently holds the lead in scoring, points-wise, for the SHL, not just the Glenbrook South Titans. Last year we saw senior captain Zach Freemuth finish with not only the team lead, not only the league lead, but the best single season, regular season points in the SHL history. So the Titans going for back-to-back seasons of having a player who has the most points in the league at the end of it. Now here's Przywara putting on the brakes. Knocked off the puck. Luke Fagan down in that far side corner pressuring. A board battle, and the Titans come away with it. This one passed back down below the goal line, and Adam Sokol will take it. Now Civitroff takes it away, centers it. LeBoy scores! Gotta watch out when the puck's coming off of number 12 stick. Pepe LeBoy ties the game up 1-1. LeBoy with his 8th goal in SHL play this season. And we're all knotted up. LeBoy coming off a goal and an assist. Last game for the Lions against the Carmel Catholic Corsairs. So he's staying hot for the Lions, and it's 1-1. Shots on goal 8-4 in favor of Glenbrook South. And actually, we might have not looked at the replay of that one. Actually, I think we did. See, with David doing the replays for me when he was in the booth, it really got me out of rhythm, so to speak. So got to make sure I'm back on top of the replays. And I'm second guessing myself, so just in case I forgot to show it, here it is again. Yeah, that's a nice shot. Tough for any goaltender to stop that one. So the Titans will take a face-off in their own zone. St. Viator trying to figure out their last-minute changes. As I think Jiang Hong had to stay on the ice for the face-off, but he actually went all the way back to his bench and just got off immediately after the puck fell. I'm not sure exactly what the reasoning for that is, but here's Koenig playing it off the boards. He scores! Nice play by Nicholas Koenig for only his 2nd goal of the season in SHL play. And the Lions strike with 2 quickly and now have the lead 2-1. A failed clear by the Titans, and yeah, that's a nice alley-oop to himself, and right where LeBoy shot it, Koenig decided to do the same and buried it. And for the St. Viator Lions, that is 2 goals in 47 seconds of game time. So what once was a 1-0 lead for Glenbrook South is now a 2-1 lead for St. Viator. Lots of game left, just getting started here at Glenview Ice Center. So happy to have you with us on this Wednesday night. Bit of a snowy day here in the Chicago area. Ryan Mulvey bumps into Pukala, and that allows St. Viator to come out with the puck. Here's Bear trying to center it for DePinto. Good stick by Boris, getting in the way of that centering pass. Now Mulvey trying to poke it out past Lee. He could not. This one centered McPherson. Now Bonnell swoops in there to bail him out. Now Lytell pokes this one ahead. Getting to it first is Lee. Lee back for Pukala. Now to Bear on the near side. Viator dumps this one down. And the Titans regain the puck. It's Weiss to the near side. Higgins tried to go back to Weiss, but that's intercepted. Now Weiss finds it, trying to get around Loftus. He could not, and O'Neal will dump this one in. Six minutes left here in the first period at the Glenview Ice Center. Titans' 5th to last game here of the SHL regular season. Got a couple big ones left on the schedule. Glenbrook North this Sunday. That one's on the road at Northbrook Sports Center. It's one of the easiest drives to an away game for the Titans in the league. And then they will match up with the Stevenson Patriots here on home ice a week from today. And then back-to-back games against Loyola on Saturday and Sunday the following weekend. That Saturday night home game is senior night. So make sure you come out to that one, as it's also the Titans' last home regular season game. Here's Will Fagan. Going far side near the Titan bench for Surma. Now to the near side, Aiden Weller. Got it to Sokol. Trying to get around Przwara. Now Cesario over the line, right wing side. Backhand chip, that one to the far side corner. Now Surma tried to center it again, but it's taken away by the Lions. And they'll come out with it. What a reception there by Civitrov. He spins to elude a check. Now sauces it to the near side where Finn Hogan's waiting. Goes down below the goal line. And eventually grabbed by Will Fagan. And Cesario will backhand this one out. Actually, it's grabbed by Civitroth instead, and here he comes over the line, leaves it for Leboy, down to Civitroth again, centered it. Przwara could not bury that one. As that first line for St. Viator of Civitroth, Leboy, and Przwara, very dangerous here in the SHL. Here's Cesario. Lots of good chemistry between those three here this season. Battle for the puck below the Viator goal. It's eventually grabbed by the Lions. This long lead pass intended for Civitrov missed his stick. So instead it goes all the way down for an icing. 4:10 to go here in the first period. Titans lead shots 8-6. But St. Viator leads the game 2-1. Titans struck first on Benji Pajerski's goal. But then two quick ones by the Lions have them in the lead. Again, lots of hockey to be played here in Glenview, as we still have some change here in the first period. First line comes on for Jim Philbin. Pajerski wins the faceoff. Over to McPherson now, Weller. Weller's shot gets blocked, and here comes St. Viator down the other way. Schleep, now here's a shot, that one blocked by his own man, Schleep, by Koenig. He was looking for his second goal of the game. Now to the far side, McPherson and Rice in a board battle. Schleep now to Koenig. Couldn't get a clean shot away. Here comes the Titans and SHL's leading point producer, Blake Hoffer, with a shot. That one blocked off a stick. It actually broke the stick of Adam Papiel. And Stevens able to recover. So it's almost like a power play with one defender without a stick. But here's a shot by Weller from up high. Schleep blocked it right into the Viator bench, and that will allow Papiel to get a new twig here with 3:26 to go in the first. Left circle face-off coming up for the Titans as they look to get this game tied up before the second period. Jonah Weiss ready for the face-off. Drop of the puck, 50-50 puck, eventually is possessed by DePinto, but he goes to the near side, given up to Higgins, who threw it to the center, but that's quickly swiped out of there by St. Viator. Now Isaiah Barbie to DePinto, over the line left wing side, thrown out of the zone and knocked right back in by the Lions. McPherson now to Higgins near side, tried to go out to Weiss, but that wasn't a clean pass. Now McPherson gets it back. McPherson backhands it down below the Titan net. Aiden Weller, backhand pass out to Weiss. Here comes Weiss over the line. He'll knock this one down the left wing side. It takes a bounce over the stick of Brock Harrod. And Pukala out to Loftus as Viator regains the puck. Here's Loftus trying to get around Sokol. He could not. And then a collision there, but Colton Newhouse able to take it. Newhouse being forced into that far side corner, and the Titans will come away with the loose one. Nice pass there by Fagan between the body and stick of Loftus, but it gets sent back into the zone. Now out for Cesario. Newhouse swings it back down. Will Fagan picks it up, goes to the far side corner for Mulvey. Ryan Mulvey out to neutral ice, playing it off the board. Cesario, as he tries to poke it ahead, catches up to it. Jonathan Cesario, backhander saved by Harrod. Titans still with the lead in shots here. 9-6. So they've had a pretty decent first period. They've dominated pretty significantly the first 10 minutes or so, but we do have a penalty here on the near side. Hooking will be the call with 1:33 to go in the first period. And And let's have another look. This one will go against St. Viator, which will send the Titans to the power play. As Aiden O'Neill, maybe not a hook as much as it was a hold. But we are going to get a look at the Titan power play, and all power plays for the Glenbrook South Titans are sponsored by RSM, the power of being understood. Power play has been hot lately, 12 of 61 on the season, 19%, 0.7. That is third best in the SHL, but St. Viator's penalty kill, in spite of their great record, sits in 6th place in the SHL. So a huge opportunity here for the Titans as we close out the first period. Here's Ryan Mulvey. Up high left point, goes across to Stevens. Ben Stevens got his pocket picked by Civitroth, and he can fly. He's got a shorthanded breakaway. What a play by Ben Stevens to knock that one off of his stick. Connor Civitroth, nearly a shorthanded goal, but the back check by Ben Stevens, who's sort of playing as the defenseman here in this power play unit. Connor Civitroth unable to find his first shorthanded goal of the year. It will bring the faceoff back into the Titan territory. And they will control. 1 minute remaining here in period one. Blake Hoffer to Bennell. Now back to Hoffer. Here comes Hoffer down the left wing side. Center to Bennell. Could not bury that one. Pajerski goes over to Mulvey. Cuts down low. Ryan Mulvey plays it off the far boards for Bennell. Now to Stevens near side. Back up to Pajerski. He's got a lane. He shoots. Kicked out of there by the right pad of Harrer. And the Lions will clear this one down. Maybe enough time for one more rush here on the man advantage for the Titans before the period ends. But here's LeBoy, short-handed, knocked off the puck by Hoffer. Ryan Mulvey. Now over to Hoffer. As that clock keeps ticking here in the first period, down to 15 seconds, here is Hoffer. Dangling through the neutral zone, over the line, Hoffer with a shot, saved by Harrer. And that stops the clock with 8 flat. So the Titans will get one more face-off here on the man advantage before the horn sounds. On period number one. Adam Sokol ready at the left circle. As the puck falls, it's taken by Surma, back up to Fagan. He shoots, that one blocked. And Papiel will clear it out of harm's way as the buzzer sounds, ending period number one. 17 minutes have come and gone here in Glenview, and the score St. Viator 2, Glenbrook South 1 after the first period. Blake Hoffer opened the scoring, Benji Pajerski opened the scoring, assisted by Hoffer and Aiden Weller, before Pepe LeBoy the third and Nicholas Koenig scored twice in a span of around 45 seconds to tie the game and then take the lead 2-1. Don't forget, Saturday, February the 1st is senior night for the Glenbrook South Titans here at Glenview Ice Center. Don't miss out on this one. If you haven't been to many games in person this season, make sure you circle this one on your calendar. It'll be a great night against Loyola Gold here at the Glenview Ice Center. Meanwhile, we're scoreboard watching. It's the other game in the SHL, Glenbrook North versus New Trier Green. Number 1, number 2 teams in the state of Illinois, respectively. And currently 0-0 late in the first period over there. This game had a 7:10 puck drop. That one had a 7:20, so right around the same pace it looks like for these two games. Teams will switch sides here in the second period as Thomas Preston heads over to the right side net from our perspective. And the Titans wearing blue will go from right to left, and St. Viator wearing white will go from left to right here in this middle period. And if you remember, it was the Titans who led 2-1 after the first period last time these two teams played, before a 4-goal explosion by the St. Viator Lions in the second period. Well, now it's the Lions who hang on to a 2-1 lead. Let's see if the Titans can match what they did to them about a month ago here at Glenview Ice Center. Face-off to begin the second period is won by St. Viator. Still 25 more seconds here on the Titan power play. But it's been a good PK here for the Lions. Ryan Mulvey goes to Frank Surma. Surma glides through the neutral zone. Now over the line, left wing side. Surma looking for a shot. He couldn't find it. So instead he'll go up to the right side. Point for Will Fagan, who gets this deep. Time expiring here on O'Neill's penalty. And the Titans 0 for 1 on the power play. We're back to 5-on-5 strength. Battle for the puck, near side corner. Cesario and Sokol in there for the Titans. Still trying to get this one out. And eventually it's taken by Sokol. He centered it for Surma, but just couldn't bury that one. Good look there for the Titans. Now Sokol lifts the stick of Papiel. Sokol centered it. Cesario right there at the doorstep. Could not get that one by Brock Harrer. Titans using their power play momentum, keeping the puck in the zone, even though we're back to 5-on-5 play. But just as I say that, the Caster's curse strikes again, and St. Viator able to clear the zone. Now Schleet sends one in on Preston. It goes wide. No save necessary for the freshman, as it's regained by Adam Sokol. Sokol around Loftus. Nice move, Sokol. Sort of overskated the puck there, and that lets St. Viator grab it back. Here's Loftus. Ryan Loftus, their leading point scorer on this Lions team. Couldn't get around a maze of Titan bodies, and Pajerski plays it off the near side, but not out. Newhouse keeps it alive. Colton Newhouse, left side circle, shoots, save made by Preston. Rebound goes to the far side and eventually pops out. Here comes a 2-on-1 for the Titans. It's Pajerski. He shoots that one, stopped by Harrer. And the rebound re-grabbed by Newhouse as he gets it back out through neutral ice and beyond. Lakehofer. Taken back by O'Neill. He comes over the line, left wing side, tried to center it, but Pajerski in the way of that. Benji Pajerski with your lone goal tonight for the Titans so far. As Stevens recollects this puck. Ninth goal on the SHL season for Pajerski. One away from hitting double digits, which is not easy to do here in this league of only 30 games in the regular season. However, on the full season, Pajerski scores goal number 16 and number 30 in his Varsity 1 career, which is now in its third season. Adam Sokol comes out of the zone with it, finds Cesario. Jonathan Cesario, fan on the shot. Puck was behind him. Now Surma, another chance, but that one gets sent way up high off a deflection. He gets the puck back. Frank Surma backhands it down to Luke Fagan. Fagan around Barbie. Takes a shot tipped by Cesario, but wide. Rebound Adam Sokol. Plays it back up to the left point for Weller. Now Surma grabbing the puck, centered at Cesario, turns and fires. Save made, and eventually bounces into the glove of Brock Harrer as he hangs on with 13:11 to go in the second period. Harrer 13 saves on 14 shots against the Titans here tonight. Dylan Ward here on the call with you. Gerard Boris, your technical engineer, and Brad Cesario responsible for the scoreboard in the top left corner of your screen. And whenever I'm here alone on the broadcast, I never mind when people go into the chat and make some comments, especially when I don't have a color. I like to interact with some people. Here's a shot by Pajerski, and I'll take a look at that here soon. If anyone wants to leave questions, comments, maybe even a complaint, any comment is welcome here on the South Hockey Network. Weller will send this one down on Pajerski, centers it, Stevens scores! What a passing play by the Titans. And it's Ben Stevens who finishes it for his 10th goal of the season, and it is all tied 2-2 here at Glenview Ice Center. Started with Weller up top. He's going to get another assist. Pajerski another point as he centered that one to Stevens. Great passing play by Glenbrook South. And we're starting fresh here at Glenview Ice Center, 2-2, with 12:43 to go in the second. Lytell off the face-off to get back underway. We'll fire this one down. It's Hogan trying to backhand it out. Rice able to tip that one out of the zone, but the Titans will chase after the puck in neutral ice and dump this one in. The St. Viator team is a force to be reckoned with here in the SHL this season. Again, 18-6-1 is their record, including 2 wins over Neutra Green, 2 wins over the Glenbrook North Spartans. Those are the top 2 teams in the state. So you never take any team lightly in the SHL, but especially this St. Viator team as of late has really been firing on all cylinders. Again, as we mentioned pregame, they have won 7 of their past 8 contests. But their only loss being to Loyola Gold, who's pretty much right there in the top of the SHL. And talk about points. Speck settles this one down. It's played out to Bunnell. Evan Bunnell poking this one ahead. Bunnell and Lytell out there. Both of those 2 guys have been putting up points as of late. But it's regained by St. Viator. Not out of the zone as Lytell keeps it in. Left side, tries a shot. Blocked by the stick of Speck. Now board battle, near side corner. Coming away with it, Glenbrook South. Here's Will Fagan towards the net. That one high and missed the cage. Now Newhouse plays it off the boards. It's grabbed by Loftus. Here's Loftus with a shot. That one went high. Maybe a stick of Ryan Mulvey getting in the way of that. Now Adam Sokol takes it back for the Titans. Goes out to the neutral zone looking for Cesario. Now Surma swoops in there, but that looked close to offsides, but it won't get called. Doesn't matter anyway as St. Viator clears the zone. Now Surma looking to settle this one down, comes to the near side and sent back out by St. Viator. Hogan eludes a check from Cesario. This one played off the far side boards and out. Loftus now over the line, left wing side. High in the air to grab it is O'Neal. Now behind the goal. Wraparound attempt by Bear, stopped by Preston. No whistle yet. And now Thomas Preston able to cover that one up. We'll take one more look at this potential offside. Cesario loses his stick right there. And maybe should have been called offsides, but again, no goal scored on the play for the Titans, so no harm, no foul. As we'll bring the face-off down to GBS territory. Circle to Thomas Preston's left. 10 minutes exactly on the clock here in the second period. 2-2 game. Talked about it early in the broadcast. The Titans have beaten the St. Viator team. When you look at their record, 18-6-1. One of those 6 regulation losses was back on October 20th when the Titans trailed 2-1 entering the third period and came away with the 3-2 regulation win thanks to the game winner scored in the final minute by Benji Pajerski, who's got one of the Titan goals here tonight. Preston tips this one ahead. Weiss racing after it, got to it, centered it, Preston. Charlie Preston was just unable to settle that puck down for a shot. Now Weiss goes up high to Weller, left side. Aiden Weller backhand down deep. Jonah Weiss got to it. Pressured by Lee. Now DePinto takes it away, trying to clear the zone. Unable to get it past Weller, who shoots that one wide. Rebound sent in front, but the net comes off, and Harrer tries to fix it to keep play going, but unable to beat the whistle of the referee, so that stops play. Well, we just talked about Evan Bunnell. Been putting points up lately. He's got points in 5 of his last 6 games coming into this one, including 9 points in his last 6 games. A couple of 2 pieces on there as well. And Dylan Lytle is on his line. He's only gone 2 games without a point in his last 7. So we'll see if either of those two are able to get a goal or an assist here tonight. Pajerski, backhand pass down to Stevens, tried to center it, but that one goes off a skate. And Connor Sibitroff comes the other way. He held Stevens' stick, and some of the fans here want a penalty, but they're not going to get one. Now LeBoy to the net, tipped by Przwara, and the save made by Preston. And some pushing and shoving after the whistle, which you're seeing on our goal cam. Przwara unhappy. Now some more action in the corner, but let's take another look at this save by Preston. It's one of those deflection shots, and it didn't have a lot of speed on it. Przwara able to get the deflection off LeBoy's shot. But sometimes those things don't have to have a lot of speed. It's a quick reaction time for the goaltender, and Preston able to come down there and make the save. Good stuff for the freshman in net. Now the other way, here comes Pajerski swooping ahead. Tried to center it for Hoffer, who was crashing the net, but couldn't get it to him. And Brad Cesario on scoreboard has not informed the fans at home that it is a 2-2 game yet. And I try to say that loud enough for him to hear, but it still reads 2-1 on your scoreboard, even though it's 2-2. There you go. He heard that one. Brad Cesario, of course, on scoreboard duty. Pajerski and Ben Stevens, a couple of Bens, with your goals here tonight for the Titans. Goal scorers on this 2-on-2 rush. Stevens tried to center it for Pajerski, couldn't get it to him. And now Pajerski's pass deflected off Przwara. Winning the race to this puck, while St. Viator is able to get a couple changes. Now up top, Hopiel. Deflected wide. Chris able to hang on to it, backhanded out to the neutral zone and beyond. Lytle trying to poke this one ahead, but it comes up and touches the protector. And that stops play with 7:14 to go in the second period. 15 to 12 are your shots on goal in favor of the Titans, who led shots 12-8 in the first period. St. Viator leading 4-3 here in the second period. Still anyone's game, as we've got plenty of time left, over halfway through regulation time. Not a lot of whistles in this game, it feels like, as we're flying here at Glenview Ice Center. First period just concluding in Northbrook, 0 between New Trier Green and Glenbrook North. Meeting for, you can believe it, their first full game of the September in SHL play, but that game was suspended with New Trier holding a 2-1 lead. The third period of that game has to be concluded here before this last 2 weeks of the SHL regular. And you look at the two teams, talk about these are the two teams with the 2 best points percentages in the Scholastic Hockey League. And they still need to log all 3 results against one another. Is pretty remarkable. To break out. Lytle plays the puck off the far boards. It's grabbed by Zach Boris now. Boris tried to center it. And out of there by Speck. Repossessed by the Titans. Here's Bunnell, finds a wide open Mulvey just ahead of him. Now a centering pass, Lytle right in front. That one wouldn't go. The Titan fans appreciating this offensive push here by Glenbrook South. As Sokol backhands, it's cleared out by the Lions. Final 6 minutes here of period number 2 before we change sides. And again, it just feels like this has been a really nicely paced game. Not a lot of whistles. Only one penalty that went against O'Neill. Now O'Neill brings it into the zone, centering pass. That went to the stick of Surma instead. Now Cesario out to Sokol. Adam Sokol pass to Surma. Titans stay just on sides. Here's Surma trying to center it for either Cesario or Sokol. Not sure whose intended target was, but just went. Now Viator able to escape the zone. They might have an odd man rush here, 3-on-2. Loftus centered it now. Here's O'Neal with a shot. That one stopped. Rebound forced out by Surma to neutral ice, but Lee able to grab it and backhand it into the zone. O'Neal now sent this one down on Preston's net. Luke Fagan to the near side, Aiden Weller. Pacala. Now Weller finds Stevens. He has some space. Ben Stevens threw it over to the far side, looking for Pajurski. That just didn't connect as there was a defender in the way. Now Pacala. Out to Barbie. Backhand pass to Bear. Miss him. Now the Titans back over the line. Pajurski finds Hoffer. Just skated over the puck, and that allows DePinto to come the other way for St. Viator. Pajurski in the way. Luke Fagan knocking that out of harm's way. Now Pajurski lofts this one out to neutral ice, looking for Hoffer. It just bounced over his stick. Not a whole lot of shots on goal from either team in this period. 5-4 the lead in favor of the visitors here in Glenview. But the Titans have scored on one of their 4 shots this period. Stevens centers it for Hoffer. Hoffer plays it back up high for Ryan Mulvey. Tipped on its way, wouldn't go. Rebound, they still hack for it. Pajurski at the doorstep, but taken away by St. Viator as they clear it out to neutral. And yes, it is. Good call by the official. So we get down to 3:33 to go in the period. And yeah, Sibatroff trying to drag that gate, but it is offsides. Neutral zone draw coming up. Face-off circle closest to the Lion bench. We'll see if either. Currently tied up 2-2 here at Glenview Ice Center. Titan goals from Benji Pajurski and Ben Stevens. Pajurski also with an assist. Aiden Weller with 2 assists tonight. Blake Hoffer with an assist as well. Long pass. Sokol was streaking in neutral ice, waiting at the blue line, hoping to get that puck, but now this one hits the official, standing right by the Viator bench, and that'll stop play with 3:10 to go in the second period. Dylan Ward here on the play-by-play with you. Gerard Boris, Cesario, your scoreboard operator. Face off in neutral ice, won by St. Viator. But the Titans get it right back here. Sokol passing it to Cesario, coming over the line. Cesario got to his puck cleanly. Papiel, but Surma races in there, pinning the puck up against the boards. Now Cesario plays it up high. Mulvey swings it across Fagan. Will Fagan miss a pass? And Przwara tried to backhand it out for Sibatroff. Nearly a breakaway for Connor Sibatroff, but no luck. Now Mulvey leads the rush, takes a shot. That one stopped. Rebound allowed by Harrer, but swiped out of there by St. Viator. Now LeBoy lifts it out. Ryan Mulvey trying to hack it down out of midair. He could not. Sibatroff to it, far side corner. Centered it. Now this bounces to Hong. Right down to LeBoy, who backhands one on net. Save made by Preston. Good one. Now back up high. Here's a shot from the left side. Bounces in on Preston. He makes the stop and settles it aside. Now Przwara. Sibatroff down to LeBoy. First line for the Lions, out against the second line for the Titans right now. Hong just missed a pass, back up to the right point, and that allows both teams to change and forces St. Viator to tag back up. Now Rice over the line, but offsides. Second time Viator's entered the zone offsides in the last couple of minutes, and yeah, Rice had both skates over the line before the puck came over the line. And it's not about where your stick is, it's about where your body is. So we drop the puck in the neutral zone. 100 seconds to play before the Zamboni intermission. Still 2-2, Titans led 1-0. St. Viator scored a couple quick ones to lead 2-1 before the Titans tied things up in this second period. And it's 2-2. Now out to Rice, who brings it over the line, left wing side, trying to get around Fagan. Rice takes a hit into the far side corner. Koenig now below the goal line, being pressured by Weller as we get down to nearly 1 minute remaining. Now here's Schleep with a shot. That one wouldn't go, and Stevens able to grab it and play it off the far boards, looking to get it out. But a shot here from up high, right wing side, stopped by Preston. Rebound, Hoffer out to Pajerski. And Weller plays it over to the far side for Stevens, who retreats back into his own zone. Pass out to Hoffer, waiting at the blue line. Blake Hoffer takes a lap behind the net, centers it, Pajerski. How did that not go in? What looked like a sure goal for the Titans would not go. Great pass by Hoffer, finding his line mate right at the doorstep. And let's see exactly what happened here. Pajerski just left wide open as Hoffer, it's like 3 St. Viator lines were guarding Hoffer, and Pajerski, hey man, he missed the net on that one. So no save for Hare, and the Titans that close to making it a 3-2 lead here in the final minute of the second period. And it wouldn't have been Pajerski's first time scoring in the final minute against St. Viator of a period. Hand pass there, or I should say closing the glove on the puck. So that'll be an offensive zone face-off for the Titans. 15.9 seconds, still plenty of time to work with here. As Glenbrook South looking to strike here to take a 3-2 lead into the third period. Sokol tries a shot right off the draw, not a bad idea at all. But that's stopped by Hare. Ryan Mulvey unable to keep that one in the zone. And Surma will have to backhand it back down in. 5 seconds on the clock. Speck will just pin it up against the board. Sokol trying to hack it out. He won't be able to in time. And 34 minutes are in the books here at Glenview Ice Center. All even here between the Titans and Lions here in SHL regular season meeting number 3 on the season. Both teams with a win against one another this season. So whoever wins this one will take the season series, which is always big bragging rights here in the SHL. 2-2 entering the third period. Don't go anywhere. We've got an exciting finish coming up for you. And one more time, we will remind you that on Saturday, February the 1st, it is senior night for the Glenbrook South Titans as they host Loyola Gold. That ice slot starts at 6:30, but that's likely we will see some adjustments to when the game starts based on the senior ceremony. So make sure you've got that date circled on your calendar at home. Senior night on February the 1st. That's a Saturday night right here at Glenview Ice Center. Dylan Ward here on play-by-play. Gerard Boris on your technical engineering front. And Brad Cesario on scoreboard duty, our chief scoreboard operator, of course. Don't go anywhere. Third period coming up in about 10 minutes time right here on the South Hockey Network. Welcome back to the South Hockey Network, everybody. Live on YouTube, live from the Glenview Community Ice Center. It is time for the third period between the Titans and Lions, Glenbrook South and St. Viator. Dylan Ward here on the call with you. Happy to have you spending your Wednesday night with us here on the South Hockey Network. Gerard Boris, your technical engineer as always, and our chief scoreboard operator, otherwise known as CSO, that is Brad Cesario. The Titans and Viator Lions are tied 2-2, as I mentioned. Titans led 1-0 on a goal from Benji Pajerski, assisted by Blake Hoffer and Aiden Weller. Before St. Viator scored two quick ones in only a couple seconds, to 45 seconds, I should say. Pepe Lavoie the third, and Nicholas Koenig. That was Nick Koenig's only second goal in SHL play this season. Then with 12:43 to go in the second period, Ben Stevens tied it up, assisted by Pajerski and Weller. So Pajerski and Weller both have 2 points here tonight. And the third period is off and running. GBS goes from left to right. St. Viator from right to left here in this third period. The Titans wearing blue and gold. The Viator Lions wearing blue and white. It's been a relatively close game all throughout. The Titans dominated the first few minutes of the first period. As now right in front, here's a chance tipped on net by Lavoie, but saved by Preston. Titans finished the first period in the lead in shots 12-8, and it was 9-8 Titans in the second period, so a little bit closer, but overall a pretty evenly played game between these two sides. So you mentioned St. Viator with a record of 18-6-1 here in the SHL this season. The Titans with a record of 13-7-5. As Blake Hoffer comes over the line. Titans have accumulated 5 of those overtime loss points, but as we mentioned, have not lost in regulation yet here in 2025 since the second half of the season post-winter break. And they're trying to keep that streak alive. Those overtime loss points, while it hurts in the moment to lose, very valuable, as 2 of those equates to a win. As we mentioned, the Titans technically 3-2 here to start the new year, but 8 of a possible 10 points. You can almost look at that as 4-1. Loftus comes over the line, but that's offsides by St. Viator, and that stops play with 15:32 to go here in this third period. We're scoreboard watching here in the SHL tonight. We've got the number 1 versus number 2 team in the state going at it right now. New Trier Green versus Glenbrook North. That game's all tied up 1-1 down in Northbrook. Make sure at the conclusion of this game, that game lagging about 10-15 minutes behind this one, so at the conclusion of this game, don't be shy, go over to SHL Network, where Max Anderson, and you know Luke Jordan well here on the South Hockey Network. He's got a color role on that game, so make sure you go over there and tune in after this one if you want to watch the two best teams in the state of Illinois go at it in a close one. But right now we're watching another good game. Number 6 Glenbrook South versus number 3 St. Viator. Here's Sokol with a shot. That one stopped by Harrer. Rebound grab by Speck, who gets crunched into the boards behind the net. And Aiden O'Neill comes out with it. O'Neill through neutral ice, comes over the line. Aiden O'Neill doing it all by himself. Could not pull that backhander ahead of Ryan Mulvey, who was defending him. And the Titans will get it out of the zone. Here's Adam Sokol. Couple dangles around Przwara and Loftus. Then he'll send this one in on target. Stopped by Harrer. He hangs on, taking no chances. Titans leading shots on goal here in this period, 2-0. 23-16 in the game. Left circle face-off coming up for Jim Philbin's crew in the attacking zone. First line hops over. First line responsible for both goals here tonight for Glenbrook South, and Aiden Weller on defense assisted both of them as well. He's out there, but the face-off is won by the Lions. Here comes Przwara. Over the line, left wing side. Przwara gets hit into the near side corner boards by Luke Fagan. Now LeBoy comes away with it. Aiden Weller. Now Luke Fagan out to Stevens. Ben Stevens, who's got one of your 2 goals tonight for Glenbrook South, the other coming from Benji Pajerski. So both Bens on the roster. Burying the puck tonight. Well, not a Ben, but here's a B name, Blake Hoffer over the line. Takes a shot, stopped by Harrer, in and out of the glove of the SHL All-Star goaltender. Now here's Pajerski, high slot, fighting off some checks. Now right in front, Hoffer, he scores! First chance wouldn't go, and on the backhand, he buried it. And the Titans lead for the first time since 1-0 here tonight. Another goal here by this line. Pajerski's shot gets blocked, and Hoffer able to bury that rebound. So now each guy on the first line has exactly 1 goal tonight for the Titans. Benji Pajerski, Ben Stevens, and Blake Hoffer in that order. And a great start here to the third period for Glenbrook South, out shooting the Lions 5-0 and taking the lead right there on that one. St. Viator resets in neutral ice. You always got to watch out for that first shift after a goal, whether you score or allow it. It's a big momentum changer in hockey. We'll see how each of these 2 teams approach this shift. Currently, St. Viator in their attacking zone. They'll get this one down low for Schleep. Now to Koenig. He shoots. That one stopped by Preston, and Nicholas Koenig with the 2nd goal of SHL play here tonight. Usually when guys who don't score too often get one, they're a little less afraid to shoot the puck, as this one just deflects wide of Preston's net. That took a crazy redirection and really just missed that right post. Maybe even got a piece of it. We'll have to take a look at the replay. Now here's Speck backhanding this one down into the Titan zone. McPherson goes to Mulvey. Ryan Mulvey out to Boris, who backhands this one down. Finn Hogan takes it for the Lions. We're down to 12:30 to go here in this third period. Backhanded in by Hogan. Down to Ryan Mulvey in his own zone. Gave it up 14-14. Loftus now centers it. Here's O'Neill with a shot, that one wide. Now behind the net, swooping in there to grab it is Loftus. He comes to the near side circle. Top of it, takes a shot. Looking for a deflection by Newhouse. Would have been a nifty play, but Newhouse's redirection was blocked and never found Preston's net. Papiel will fire this one in. Bounces off the high glass behind the goal. Now on the rebound, here's a shot. That one deflects wide. And O'Neill circling back in neutral ice. Lions reset. Papiel dumps it in. At least tried to. Cesario in the way, but eventually it will get down into the attacking zone. Here's Loftus with the puck. Left circle, fires a shot. Save made by Preston. He hangs on, and the Titans hang on to their lead. So here was this play Let's see exactly what happened. Schliet takes the shot. It bounced off McPherson, and nearly disaster for the Titans. As you can see, this puck just missed that wide open right side of the net, and maybe does get a little piece of that post as well. St. Viator with the last 3 shots on goal in this one. Titans still lead 26-19, 5-3 here in the period. As Ben Stevens takes a man down behind the net, that's Sibitroff that's going to send the Titans to the penalty box. Delayed call as LeBoy takes it behind the net, and now the Titans repossess. Elbowing is your call by the official. And some of the Titans fans go palms up. And yeah, probably got an elbow to the face in there. Here's our goal cam look. Whoa, Gerard skipping the goal cam look. All right, so the Titans to the box for the first time this evening, and it is time for a St. Viator power play, and all penalty kills for the Titans are sponsored by Hannah Vanderploeg Trial Attorneys. St. Viator does have the second best power play just behind New Trier in the SHL, 21.3% on the season. Titans penalty kill 5th in the SHL, 83.9%. St. Viator wins the face-off, but O'Neill couldn't keep it in the zone, so a good start for the Titans, sort of an artificial clear, you could say. And the Lions will have to reset. Here comes Sibitroff over the line, left wing side. Gets it back up high, O'Neill. Now to Sibitroff, swipes it over down to Hogan. At least that's his intended target. It'll get intercepted by Will Fagan. But then Przwara gets it back. Goes up to Hogan, now across Sibitroff. O'Neill up high, down to Hogan. Now Przwara shoots that one block. Good passing play by the Lions, but the shot gets blocked. Now O'Neill. No look pass to Sibitroff. Has some space. Shoots. Good stick by Mulvey, getting in the way of that shot. And Connor Sibitroff knows how to snipe it. Could have easily been a goal had the captain not made a good defensive play there. Sibitroff with 18 points on the season, 7 goals, 11 assists. Albert Przwara and Ryan Loftus tied for the lead in points for the Lions here this season. St. Viator takes the face-off to get back underway. Here's O'Neill. Up high goes to Sibitroff. Back to O'Neill. Down to Hogan. Finn Hogan. Goes back up high to O'Neill once again. O'Neill with a shot. That one wouldn't go as the clock has not started. And we'll see how they approach that, because that's going to significantly put more time on the penalty kill for the Titans. So the clock on your screen is the right clock had it been started on time. But the clock in the rink has about 22 seconds added onto it. Now here's LeBoy around 1, tried to center it, taken away by the Titans. They'll try and clear it out. Now LeBoy back up to Loftus. Goes across for LeBoy once again. He shoots, that one blocked. Pepe LeBoy gets it back. Now to the near side, Loftus. Loftus up high, takes a shot, that one blocked. Rebound, grabbed by the Titans, and Pajerski plays it off the near boards, out to neutral ice. Now Newhouse takes it. So right about now is when Ben Stevens would be coming out of the box, but another 20 seconds due to the error in the clock, and it looks like they probably will let him out here before the clock expires. Loftus goes across. Now Pajerski backhands it out to Surma, and they'll let Pajerski or Stevens out of the box now. So the penalty has been killed, but St. Viator gets maybe an extra 10 seconds on that power play there due to the clock not starting. So again, the time you see on your screen is what it should be. There's about 20 seconds separating it, but it looks like they're just going to roll with it. So we'll just fix it as needed at the next whistle. Here's a shot that goes wide by Sibitroff. Now to the near side corner. Sokol able to get this one out to Stevens. But Hong there. And back into Glenbrook South territory. Aiden Weller looking for Hoffer. That one's past him, who is waiting at the blue line. 3-2 Titans. They led 1-0, trailed 2-1, have scored the last 2 goals. As each skater on that first line here for Jim Philbin, responsible for one of each of the 3 goals here tonight. Benji Pajurski opened the scoring, then it was Ben Stevens and Blake Hoffer. So they'll let some time drip off the clock here to accommodate. And they'll stop it at 7:51, so still some time lost, but looks like that's what they'll roll with, so we'll adjust it on your screen. But the Titans, the clock had maybe 13 seconds, has 13 seconds more on it than it should have had, or I guess 14 seconds, so we'll just keep that in our mind. If the Lions happen to tie this thing in the final 14 seconds, then we have a problem, but let's hope none of that shenanigans happens, huh? Here's Bennell out to Lytell. Dylan Lytell over the line, left wing side, takes a shot, deflected up high and out of play by Brock Harrer. 7:17 to go in the third period. Over in Northbrook, it is now 2-1 Nutria Green at the second intermission. And ideally right now, the Titans in the SHL standings, 31 points. If they can hang on to this one, that'll give them 33 points. As we remind you, last year, if you remember, the SHL quarterfinals, game 1 and 2, were all at Heartland Ice Arena at a neutral site. That has been abandoned, and the SHL is going back to its original style, home-away-home series. So having that higher seed, just that more crucial in the SHL playoffs. And to have home ice advantage in the quarterfinals, you do need to finish top 4. So maybe the Titans, it'll be tough to catch Nutria Green right now in the standings as they have 37 points, but Glenbrook North in 4th with 34 points. Lots of games in hand, but if you're the Titans, you're actually probably rooting for New Trier to win tonight so that the Titans have a higher chance of finishing 4th. Unless they pull off a miracle and somehow climb into that top 2, maybe even first. I mean, mathematically it's still possible, so we won't count anything out. Here's a shot from the right side point, deflected high and out of play. Dylan Ward here on the call with you, Gerard Boris, your technical engineer, and Brad Cesario, your scoreboard operator. 3-2 Titans, as they're looking for the season series victory over St. Viator. Titans won 3-2 the first time these two teams played back in October. And in December on the 18th, a 6-3 win for St. Viator here at Glenview Ice Center. So the winner of this one will have bragging rights in the best 2 out of 3 here in the regular season. And you never know if these two teams might end up tied at the end of the season. Here comes Hoffer. He shoots that one wide, but the season series winner does hold the tiebreaker spot. Now Stevens back for Fagan. Can't get it out of the zone. Sibitroth keeps it in, trying to get around a body, but nice play going horizontal there, Luke Fagan, to prevent the passing lane. Now this outlet pass by Stevens finds Hoffer. He pokes it ahead. Blake Hoffer, what a move, takes a shot. That one stopped by Harrer, as Hoffer created a breakaway seemingly out of thin air, but could not beat the blocker side of Harrer. 5.5 minutes left. Titans in control. The puck. Here's a shot by Weller. Good save by Harrer into the glove as he hangs on. Let's see exactly how this chance even developed. There's a pass by Stevens, and look at this, Blake Hoffer. I mean, that right there is the SHL leading scorer in full effect, and that's what he does best with that big body and lots of speed. Sometimes you don't clump those two things together, but Blake Hoffer can impress you when you come out to the rink for a Glenbrook South game, night in and night out. SHL's leading scorer, and again, hockey's not his primary sport, as you've heard us mention plenty of times here on the broadcast. Committed to the University of Illinois, played D1 baseball Here's a shot by Bonnell into the glove once again of Harrer, as a left-handed pitcher as well. So Hoffer, of course, a multi-sport athlete in baseball. I mean, if he's committed to play D1, that's obviously his primary sport, but lighting up the league here in the SHL, why not? Titans had a similar piece a few seasons ago in the likes of Jason Ban, left-handed pitcher, now plays at Davidson. And he was up there in the SHL leading points. As I think his junior year, he actually led the team in points in SHL play, just behind Zach Freemuth, who was a sophomore at the time. 5 minutes here at Glenview Ice Center. Titans looking to hang on to the 3-2 lead they've had since early in this period. St. Viator's 2 goals both came in the first period, as the Titans have held them without a goal since the 7:34 mark of the first period. Here's Papiel. Off the far boards out to Newhouse. Grabbed away by Cesario. Couldn't get it out past O'Neill. Aiden O'Neill towards the net. Sticked out of there. We'll keep a close eye down to our right. Still have some time before it happens, but I think St. Viator will consider when to pull their empty net in favor of the 6th attacker. Here's Papiel near side. Behind his own net. Goes to Loftus. Ryan Loftus tied for the lead in points on this team. Over to Newhouse, who tips it in. 4 minutes to play here at Glenview Ice Center. Here's Will Fagan backhanding this one. Just could not get it outside the zone. Now they will poke it out. Cesario takes a hit to make a play, but could not get that one to Surma. As now Newhouse sticked out of there by Mulvey. Good pressure here from the Titans, not really allowing St. Viator to get a good look in the attacking zone, but here comes the captain, Aiden O'Neill, with a shot. That one stopped by Thomas Preston. Both teams still with a timeout in their back pocket. So we get down to 3:42 left in the third period. Don't go anywhere. We've got an exciting finish coming up here at Glenview Ice Center. Face off at the circle to Preston's left, won by Hoffer. Played to the near side and out. It'll go on net, so no icing. 3.5 minutes. Off the near boards, that one goes to Luke Fagan. Now Blake Hoffer, who will ring it around the boards right to left. Harrer settles it down. Pajerski swoops in there, got it to Hoffer, who's wide open. He shoots, that one stopped. Rebound Pajerski, or pardon me, Stevens. But he got it picked off. Great play by the Titans. Good play by Benji Pajerski. Boy, he having a good night here for the Titans. At least a goal and an assist. We'll have to take a look at the tape and see if he got an assist on Hoffer's goal. But this one's iced down. And St. Viator with an attacking zone faceoff coming up here. Just a tick under 3 to go here at Glenview Ice Center. So glad to have you aboard with us on YouTube for this Wednesday night. After tonight, only 4 games left of the regular season. Then it'll be SHL and state playoffs. And that is it. Longest season in high school sports. Most games played and longest time span. Going all the way from mid-September to mid-March. I mean, you talk about, that's literally half the year. And I know because my birthday's in September and my half birthday's in March. All right, here we go. Will Fagan can't clear the zone. It bounces off a skate of St. Viator, goes to Ryan Mulvey. Playing it off the near boards and down. And it will go far enough for icing. Cesario won the race, but of course that NHL rule does not apply here in the SHL. And now down to 2:37 to go. And St. Viator will call a timeout here. So both teams will talk things over now. John Sclafini, the head coach of St. Viator, sending a message to his boys. You got to think that they'll go with the empty net on this face-off. Usually that's what you see when the timeout is called. When you have the puck in the attacking zone, We'll see if they start the face-off with the empty net. It's been an exciting one here at the Glenview Ice Center. Shots on goal here in this period, 8-5 for the Titans, as Glenbrook South looking to hand St. Viator only their 8th loss of the season in SHL play. It's been quite the impressive year for the Lions. Currently sitting at number 3 in the state, and Harrer will indeed head back to his net for this face-off. So you'll have the net down in the bottom right-hand corner of your screen. So we'll keep a close eye on him. He'll come out all the way to the hash marks, and we'll get ready to drop the puck. 2:37 to go in the third period. You got to think if St. Viator wins this face-off, he's making the sprint. As Newhouse, O'Neill, and Loftus out there on the ice, Viator does win the face-off. Here's a quick shot on Preston. That one stop. Now this one's backhanded out. Retreating back to his cage is Harrer. But it is an icing against the Titans on that one. So we'll do it again. We'll drop the puck this time at the left wing circle. And Harrer will not go to the bench quite yet. Same thing, just staying in right in between the hash marks. As Viator keeps the same unit out there, so does Jim Philbin. You got to think that line of Prezwara, LeBoy, and I'm forgetting the last one, but we'll come out here on this next shift, try and tie this game. Here's Ryan Loftus. Loftus sort of getting in the way of his own men there, or his own men getting in the way of him, I should say. But now Sibitroth over the line. There goes Harrer to the bench. 6 attackers out there, but we've got a penalty called against St. Viator. That puck was put in after the whistle, so it won't be a goal. Let's see what happened. Sibitroth taken down by Will Fagan, as Gerard and Brad sort of cringe at the reaction after that one. But that's going to send St. Viator to the power play, and they'll keep the goalie on the bench. So it's going to be a 6-on-4 situation here with 1:56 to go in the third. So pretty much for the rest of the game. And the Titans without Will Fagan here. Empty net to our right. 6-on-4 here on the power play. And all penalty kills for the Titans, of course, brought to you by Hannah Vanderploeg Trial Attorneys, as the Viator Lions win the face-off. Here's Hogan. Down low goes to Loftus. Got to remember also the 14 seconds that are on this clock that probably shouldn't be. Here's O'Neill to the near side, Sibitroff. Down to Loftus. Loftus goes up to Sibitroff. Now O'Neill up high. Fake the pass to get around Hoffer. Goes to Sibitroff instead. Now Loftus. Over to the slot taken by Hoffer. He clears the zone and straight into the empty net it goes. A shorthanded goal, count it, and the Titans are up 4-2. And that's the beauty of being on the penalty kill with the empty net, is you can clear it and attempt to score the empty net goal as much as you want, because it will not be an icing. And look at this bullseye. I mean, right into the center. Oh, maybe a little off, but either way, 4-2 in favor of the Titans. Still a power play for St. Viator, and this game far from over. Harrer back in his net. We'll see if Sclafini pulls him. It doesn't look like he has plans for it, and the Titans will play this one off the far glass. Hoffer, coming off a hat trick, has 2 goals tonight as Pajerski comes over the line offside. So how about Hoffer? 5 goals in his last 2 games, including this one, and this one's not done yet. So again, maybe not a traditional one, but count it as the Titans' 3rd shorty in SHL play this season, and Hoffer's 2nd shorthanded goal. Neutral zone face-off here with 1:05 to play. Taken by the Titans. Dumped in by the Lions. Behind Preston's net. Flipped out of the zone by Weller. And now here come the Titans once again. It's Sokol over the line, right wing side, fires a shot, that one high of Hare's net. Rebound, Cesario. Now to the far side, Barbie. But it comes out to neutral ice. Mulvey backhands it back down. And clears it back down. Remember, the Titans still shorthanded, so they can clear as much as they want with no icing. 26 seconds to play. This one knocked in. And you talk about a St. Viator team who took the season series from Nutria Green, took the season series from Glenbrook North this year. How about the Glenbrook South Titans, who's going to take it right from them with 9.4 seconds to go here in the third period. One of the best seasons the St. Viator Lions have had in a while. And the Titans getting ready to make it 2 wins in 3 games against them here in the SHL. Drop of the puck, face-off taken by the Lions. This one hits the side of the net. And Preston tried to cover it up. He won't, and that'll do it. 4-2, your final score. Titans win it here at home as they keep their point streak alive. They have not lost in regulation yet here in 2025. Make it 6 games straight. And 2 out of 3 against the St. Viator Lions here on the season. And at the end of the season series, the teams will meet up at center ice and shake hands. A great performance by Glenbrook South here tonight. The Titans outshoot the Lions 30-23, including 7-9 in the third period, 9-8 in the second, and 12-8 in the first, outshooting them in each period. And after the first, the Titans trailed 2-1, but they came back with 3 unanswered goals to seal it. 2 from Hoffer, including 1 into the empty net. Benji Bajorski and Ben Stevens also getting involved. And that will finish our broadcast here tonight. Thank you so much for spending your Wednesday night with us. 10 minutes to go, by the way, between Nutria Green and Glenbrook North. So make sure you head over to SHL Network right here on YouTube to watch the thrilling conclusion of that one. And the Titans' next game will be, interestingly enough, their 4th consecutive 7:10 p.m. start on Sunday night in Northbrook at Northbrook Sports Center, as they will see who wins the season series between the Titans and Spartans. Glenbrook North and Glenbrook South. Make sure you tune into our broadcast on Sunday evening at 7:10 p.m. But here for tonight, my name is Dylan Ward alongside Gerard Boris, our technical engineer, and Brad Cesario, your scoreboard operator. One more time, the final. Glenbrook South 4, St. Viator 2. We'll see you on Sunday night. Have a great rest of your week, everybody.